ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद देव गंधारी महला पंचमा। अपने सतगुर पै बिनो कहया भई कृपाल दया दुख पंजन मेरा सगल अंदेसरा गया रहा। When we prayed to the true Guru, Satguru, and beseeched him, then the God benefactor who brings solace to the suffering humanity has bestowed me with his grace, thus removing all my doubts and misgivings and satisfied all my queries. Pause. हम पापी पाखंडी लोभी हमरा गुण अवगुण सब सहया कर मस्तक तार साज निवाजे मुए दुष्ट जो खया। We are engrossed in all sorts of sins and outwardly show and business full of avarice and greed, but Vaheguru, knowing all our shortcomings, has pardoned us and blessed us with his grace. In fact, the God has given us a place of honor under his protective care and relieved us of all sufferings and vicious thoughts like wanton desires or other sinful actions. परोपकारी सर्व सधारी सफल दर्शन सहजया कहो नानक निर्गुण कहो दाता चरण कमलोर तरया। O Nanak, the God benefactor who bestows his benedictions on us and is known for his virtuous deeds has blessed us with a glimpse of his vision. We have thus inculcated in our hearts the love of Vaheguru. He bestows his blessings on virtueless beings, and we have sought refuge and meditate on true name of God. देव गंधारी महला पंचमा। अनाथ नाथ प्रभु हमारे शरण आयो राखन हारे रहाओ। O my Vaheguru, O true master of the poor, O protector of this world, I have sought your support only. Pause. सर्व पाख राख मुरारे आगे पाछे अंतिवारे। O Vaheguru, O killer of the demon egoism, I pray to you to protect me from all sides and give us your protective cover from all angles, including the care at the end of this life. जब चितवो तब तुहारे उन संहार मेरा मन सधारे सुन गावो गुरु बचनारे बल बल जाओ साध दरसारे। O Vaheguru, wherever I remember you and recite your true name, I always sing your praises. My heart always takes your support as its support and mainstay, remembering your virtues and great qualities, and my very existence depends on you. O Vaheguru, I always sing your praises through Guru's guidance and listening to Guru's teachings. Moreover, I offer myself as a sacrifice to the holy saints time and again in the company of holy congregations. मन में राखो एक सारे नानक प्रभु मेरे करने हारे। O Nanak, I have sought only God's support in my heart. O Vaheguru, you are the creator of all and controlling everything happening around us. I only meditate on your true name as I have to depend on your support only. देव गंधारी महला पंचमा। प्रभु इहै मनोरथ मेरा कृपा निधान दयाल मोह दीजै कर संतन का चेरा रहा. O Vaheguru, there is only one aim of my life, that I may stand in service to your holy saints through the grace of God, who is the ocean of grace and treasure, who is the fountainhead of kindness. Pause. Prata kal lagu jan charni, nisbasar daras pavo. तन मन अर्प करो जन सेवा रसना हर गुण गाओ. O Vaheguru, I wish that I should continue to have a glimpse of your holy saints day and night by seeking refuge at their lotus feet, by getting up in the mornings, dedicating my body and mind. I serve the humble servants of Vaheguru. With my tongue, I sing the glorious praises of Vaheguru. सास सास सिमरो प्रभु अपना, संत संग नित रहिए. एक आधार नाम तन मोरा, आनंद नानक होए लइए. With each and every breath, I meditate in remembrance on my Vaheguru. I live continually in the society of the saints. The name of Vaheguru is my only support and wealth. O Nanak, from this I obtain bliss. राग देव गंधारी महला पंचमा, कारती जा एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद. मीता ऐसे हर जियो पाए, छोड़ न जाए सदही संगे. अनदिन गुर मिल गाए, रहाओ मिल्यो मनोहर सर्ब सुखैना. त्याग न कतहु जाए, अनिक अनिक पात बहु पेखे. प्रिय रोम न समसर लाए. O friend, I have attained such a God who is always present by side day and night and never leaves my company. Then we sing the praises of the Vaheguru, the true master, day and night in the company of holy saints through the Guru's guidance. Pause. I have now attained that Vaheguru, the fountainhead of all comforts and joys, and the most charming and enchanting beloved God, who would never leave me and go elsewhere. I have seen many articles of beauty and worldly possessions, but nothing could equate a fringe of God's wonderful form or power. मंदिर पाग शोभ द्वारे, अनहत ऋण चुन लाए. कहो नानक सदा रंग माणे, ग्रह प्रिय थी ते सद थाए. His palace is so beautiful, his gate is so wonderful. The celestial melody of the sound Granth resounds there. O Nanak, I enjoy the eternal bliss. I have obtained a permanent place in the home of my beloved. Dev Gandhari Panjwam, दर्शन नाम को मन आछै. भ्रम आयो है सगल थान रे, आहे पर्यो संत पाछै रहाओ. My mind longs for blessed vision of Vaheguru's darshan and his name. I've wandered everywhere and now I have come to follow the holy saint. Pause. किस हाउ सेवी किस आराधी, जो दिश तै सो गाछै. साध संगत की सरनी परियै, चरण रेन मन बाछै. Whom else should I serve or worship except the God? As everybody else to be seen around in this world is perishable, my heart feels the need to collect the dust of lotus feet of holy saints. As such, we should seek the support of the holy congregations only. जुगत न जाना गुण नहीं कोई, महादुतर माया छै। आए पयो नानक गुर चरनी, तो उतरी सगल दुराछै। O Nanak, neither do I possess any virtues, intelligence, wisdom, nor any other means to attain Vaheguru. In fact, the bondage of this worldly falsehood Maya is such that it is rather impossible to escape its onslaughts and cross this ocean of life successfully. But once I sought the support of the lotus feet of the Guru, I got united with the God, having rid myself of all vicious thoughts or sinful actions. Dev Gandhari Panjama Amrita Priye Bachan Tuhare At Sundar Man Mohan Pyare Sabhu Madh Nirare Raha. O beloved God, your speech and words are as sweet as the nectar of true name. O Vaheguru, the beautiful and bewitching and charming God, you are pervading every being and you are completely distinct at the same time. Pause. Raj na chaho, mukat na chaho, man preet charan kamalare. Brahm hes siddh mun indra, mohe thakur hi dar sare. I do not seek any kingdom, any power, and I do not seek liberation. My mind is in love with your lotus feet. Brahma, Shiva, the Siddha, the silent sages, and Indra, I seek only the blessed vision of my God and my Master's darshan. Deen duare ayo Thakur, saran pareo sant hare. Kahu Nanak Prabhu mile manohar, man sheetal bigsare. O Nanak, my heart blossoms forth with joy and peace when I get unison with the God. O true Master, I have sought your support only, and I have taken refuge at the lotus feet of holy saints as the last resort, and I pray for unification with Vaheguru. Dev Gandhari Mahalla Panjama, Har Jap Sevak Paro Tareo. दीन दयाल भय प्रभु अपने, बौड़ जन्म नहीं मारे रहा. Meditating and remembering Vaheguru, his servants swim across for salvation. When Vaheguru becomes merciful to the meek, then one does not have to suffer reincarnation, only to die again. Pause. साधु संगम गुण गावहि हर के, रतन जन्म नहीं हारेओ. प्रभु गुण गाए बिखै बन तरया, कुल्है समूह धारेओ. The Guru-minded people who sing the praises of the God in the company of holy saints, they do not waste this valuable life in futile efforts, being engrossed in worldly falsehood. They have crossed the ocean of life full of poisonous vices and worldly falsehood by praising the true God, and they have helped the whole family as well. चरण कमल बस्यारद पीतर, सास गिरा सुचार्यो. नानक ओट गही जगदीसर, पुनः पुनः बलहार्यो. O Nanak, the Guru-minded people recite God's true name every moment, whether standing, sitting, or sleeping, or eating or drinking, in every breath or with every morsel of food. I always offer myself as a sacrifice to such people who have sought refuge at the lotus feet of the Vaheguru, the true master of whole universe, and who remain imbued with love of God, reciting his true name. राग देव गंधारी महला पंचमा कर चौथा एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद करत फिरे बन पेख मोहन रहत निरार रहाओ कथन सुनावन गीत नीके गावन मन में तरते गार. People who try to show off by posing in different forms or postures and by wandering around in the jungle in search of truth, they are not united with God. That beloved God remains completely away and distinct from them. Pause. Even though such people sing beautiful songs and give very learned and beautiful discourses about the God, but without developing love and devotion of Vaheguru, they are functioning under a lot of egoism. At sundar bahu chatur syane vidya rasna char मान मोह मेर तेर विपर्जित एहो मार्ग खंडे तार. Such self-willed people, they are very clever and intelligent, and their behavior is also very charming. Their speech is also very beautiful. Moreover, their talk is also very impressive, with lot of studies at their back, having knowledge of all Vedas and everything. But it is not easy to rise above the effects of dual-mindedness, selfishness and egoism or greed of worldly possessions, and these cannot be attempted by everyone, as this path is sharper than the edge of the sword. Kahu Nanak tin pavjal tariyale Prabh Kirpa Sant Sangar. O Nanak, this deep ocean of life could only be crossed successfully by Guru-minded people who are bestowed by God's grace and who are blessed with the company of holy saints. They are united with Vaheguru by reciting God's true name in the company of holy congregation. राग देव गंधारी महला पंचमा कार पंचमा एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद. मैं पेखे ओरी ऊंचा मोहन सब ते ऊंचा आनना संसर को लागे ढूंढ रहे हम ऊंचा रहाओ. O friend, I have perceived the God's spouse, the beloved one, the greatest power on earth, the most beautiful and charming being, who is the highest and the most truthful and formless power. Having seen that Vaheguru, we realize that there could be nobody else equal in status to that God. Though we have been trying to find him out, seek him for a long time. Pause. Bahu beyant at baddo gahro thah nahi agahu cha tol na tuliyai mol na muliyai kat payai man rucha. That Vaheguru is limitless, is too deep to be probed, and rather beyond our comprehension, and is so high that we cannot reach his greatness or height. The God is immeasurable and cannot be evaluated by us, as he is beyond our grasp. How to meet such a wonderful God, as my heart is keenly craving for his glimpse. खोज असंख्या अनिकत पंथा, बिन गुर नहीं पहुँचा। कहो नानक कृपा करी ठाकुर, मिल साधु रस पूंचा। O Nanak, countless people have been trying to realize the truth about the God and are following different paths. They have tried to attain the God, but God could be attained only through the guidance of the Guru. The God has bestowed us with His grace, and along with this, He has blessed us with the company of holy saints. Now we enjoy the bliss of uniting with Vaheguru by singing the praises of Vaheguru in the company of holy saints. The bliss of the nectar of true name is, however, so great and wonderful that it is beyond any description. Dev Gandhari Mahalla Panjama, मैं बहुविध पेख्यो दूजा नाहीरी को। खंड दीप सब पीतर रव्या, पूर रहयो सब लो रहा। अगम अगमा कवन महिमा, मन जीवै सुन सो। चार आश्रम चार बरन्ना, मुकत भय सेवतो। I've tried to find out all around, and I've realized that there is no other power except the true God, and that the only one God pervades everywhere, including all continents, countries, islands, and in all the beings. Pause. How could we explain the greatness and praises of the true God, who is limitless and greater than any of the greater gods? My heart blossoms forth and life throbs within my body when I hear about the praises and greatness of that Vaheguru. All the 4 stages called ashrams, the celibacy, married life, detached life, and complete seclusion, and the 4 castes, Brahman, Khatri, Vaishya, Sudra, of human beings, could attain salvation through the service of the same God. Gur Shabad Diraya Param Pad Paya, Dutiya Gai Sukh Ho. Kaho Nanak Pav Sagar Tarya, Har Nidh Pai Sahijo. When the Guru explained and clarified his message thoroughly, we attained the final stage of salvation, the highest status in life, and we enjoy the bliss of life by getting away from dual-mindedness. O Nanak, I've been able to cross this ocean of life by attaining the treasure of the nectar of true name in the 4th stage of equipoise, and I've finally merged with the true God. Rag Dev Gandhari Mahalla Panjama, Kar Chhewa, Ik Omkar Satgur Prasad. एक रे हर एक जान, एक रे गुरमुख जान रहा. That God is only one, and we should realize the only God, that one and only divine Vaheguru. If we were to seek Guru's guidance, his advice, then we would realize that one and only God. Pause. काहे प्रमत हो तुम प्रमो न पाए, रवया रे रवया श्रब थान. O brother, why are you wandering around all the places when that God is pervading everywhere, and His love can be inculcated in the heart by repeating, reciting His true name, as it is not possible through one's fortune alone. ज्यों बैसंतर काष्ठ मझार, बिन संजम नहीं कारज सार. बिन गुर ना पावै को हर जी को द्वार. मिल संगत तज अभिमान, कहु नानक पाए है परम निधान. Just as the fire is present in the wood, but it cannot be produced without rubbing the logs of wood, because nothing could be created without following certain set of principles of nature. Though the God is present within all the beings, all the people, but none could attain Vahiguru's presence without the support of the Guru. O Nanak, when this mortal casts away his egoism by joining the company of holy saints, then only we could attain Vahiguru, a personification of the eternal bliss. Dev Gandhari Panjama Jani na jai taki gat raha keh pikharo how kar chaturai bisman bisme kehna kahat. The God's greatness and position is beyond our comprehension. Pause. Whom should I show my cleverness when all the people who are worthy of seeing or listening are wonderstruck by perceiving God's greatness and limitless form? Vahiguru's greatness is beyond description. गण गंधर्व सिद्ध और साधिक सुर नर देव ब्रह्म ब्रह्मादिक चतुर्वेद उच्चरत दिन रात अगम अगम ठाकुर आघात गुण बेअंत बेअंत पन नानक कहन न जाए परय परात. All the gods, worshippers of Shiva or Brahma, sing their praises, or the renunciates and sadhus keep on attaining occult powers, or their followers, or those saints knowing the God's secrets, the learned pandits who could recite the four Vedas, they are all singing Vahiguru's praises day and night. All are proclaiming that God is beyond their comprehension. As such, He is too great and too deep for any description, as is beyond human calculations or comprehension. O Nanak, God is too great and deep and beyond all description. In fact, He is inaccessible and rather difficult to be written down about. Dev Gandhari Mahalla Panjama त्याए गाए करने हार पौना ही सुख सहज नंदा अनिक ओहीरे एक संहार रहा. We have inculcated the love of Vahiguru, Creator of the world, in our hearts and have sung the praises of God by discourses and kirtan. Now we enjoy peace of mind and bliss in the state of equipoise, as we are not afraid of anything. Like Yama, there is only one sublime God who pervades all beings and sustains them all. Pause. सफल मूरत गुर मेरा माथे जत कत पेखों तत तत साथ है चरण कमल मेरे प्राण आधार. Since the time the perfect Guru has placed his protective hand, his care on my head, I perceive the same God within me and find him pervading all over, whichever side I look around. In fact, his lotus feet are the only support of my life. Samarath atha badha prabh mera कट कट अंतर साहिब नेरा ताकि सरन आसर प्रभ नानक जाका अंत न पारावार. My Master is the greatest power on this earth, and he is too deep to be probed, and he cannot be described. He is considered to be close by, and he is omnipresent and pervades all beings in equal measure. O Nanak, we have taken the support and refuge at the lotus feet of Vaheguru, who is limitless and beyond any description. We have come to the sanctuary and the support of Vaheguru, of that one and only God who has no end or limitation. Dev Gandhari Mahalla Panjama Ulti re man ulti re Sakat syon kar ulti re Jhoot hai ki re jhoot pareet Chutki re man chutki re Sakat sang na chutki re Rahao. Turn away, O my mind, turn away from the faithless cynic, O my mind, break away from all other directions and divert your love towards the God alone. Moreover, you should take your love off from the faithless people and concentrate your love and devotion towards that one and only God. O my mind, the love of false possessions is also untrue, and this would vanish sooner or later. And if you continued your company of faithless people, then you will not get relief from your sufferings. So you should develop love of Vaheguru, leaving the company of faithless people. Pause. ज्यों काजर पर मंदिर राखियो जो पैसे कालू खीरे दूरों ही ते पाग गयो है जिस गुर मिल छुटकी त्रिकुटी रे. What kind of company can a faithless person offer? Just as a house is filled with coal dust, so anyone going near it would also get blackened. Similarly, anyone in the company of faithless people will get the blame for various ills or shortcomings. However, the Guru-minded people in the company of the Guru, they get escape from the bondage of the three dispositions, the three-pronged activity of the Creator, created ones, and karma, and they run away from such faithless people who are not to be befriended anymore. मांगो दान कृपाल कृपानिध मेरा मुख साकत संग ना जुट सीरे जन नानक दास दास को करियो मेरा मुंड साध पगा हेठ रुल सीरे. O Nanak, I pray to the God, the benefactor, fountainhead of all virtues, that my face may not be facing or directed towards the faithless people and would not be dealing with them at all. O Vaheguru, I pray you make me the slave of your slaves, and my head be kept at the lotus feet of your holy saints, so that I may finally get salvation by getting the support of the saints to the support and blessing of Vaheguru. Ragad ev Gandhari Mahalla Panjama Kar Satma Ik Omkar Satgur Prasad. सब दिन के समरथ पंथ बिठुले हौं बल बल जाओ गावन पावन संतन तोरै चरण उवा कै पाओ. O Vaheguru, you are all powerful at all times. You show me the way. I am a sacrifice to you. Your saints sing to you with love. I fall at their feet. I would offer myself a sacrifice to your holy saints time and again, who are capable of directing us on the right path always. I would seek the dust of the lotus feet of your holy saints, who sing your praises and who are liked and accepted by you. Pause. Jasan basan सहज खेल करुणा में एक अनंत अनुपै ठाव रिद सिद्ध निध कर तल जग जीवन सर्वनाथ अनेकै नाव दया मया कृपा नानक को सुन सुन जस जीवा. O Vaheguru, O God benefactor, I would lie at your feet, the people who are above the effects of worldly desires and vices, and enjoy the bliss of life in your company due to the enlightenment of knowledge in the state of equipoise. O Vaheguru, I only wish to remain immersed in you and finally merge with you, who though having a single beautiful form, pervades in multi-forms all over the universe. O God, O life-giver to all, your holy saints have acquired all the occult powers, including all the worldly treasures, riddhis and siddhis. O Vaheguru, possessing limitless names, you are the creator and master of all beings. O Nanak, may the God benefactor bless me with his grace, who has been showering his benedictions on us all the time, so I may lead this life listening to his praises being sung and by uniting with him. Ik ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद राग देव गंधारी महला नौमा यह मन नेक न कह्यो खरै सीख सखाए रह्यो अपनी से दुर्मत देना ठहरै रहा. This mind does not follow my advice even a tiny bit. It does not listen to reason or follow the right advice. I've been trying to instruct it, but this mind does not leave the bad and useless path that it has been following. I'm so tired of giving it instructions. It will not refrain from evil-mindedness. Pause. मद माया के भयो बावरो हर जस ने उछरै कर पर पंच जगत को डहकै अपनो उदर परै. This mind is almost gone insane, being engrossed in egoism due to worldly falsehood, and has never recited God's true name or sung God's praises. In fact, this mind has been deceiving the world just to satisfy its own requirements, to fill its own belly. Swan पूछ ज्यों हुए न सूधो कह्यो न कान तरै कहो नानक भज राम नाम नित जाते काज सरै. O Nanak, however hard one may try, the dog's tail can never be straightened and continues to be tilted. Similarly, this man never listens to the teachings of the Guru with his ears. O brother, you should remember the God daily and recite the true name so that your life may be lived, spent usefully by achieving the aim of life. देव गंधारी महला नौवा सब किछ जीवत को व्यवहार मात पिता पाई सुत बंधप और फुन ग्रह की नार रहा. In this world, the attachments of people towards another individual is limited to lifetime period of the other. Mother, father, brother, son, or other relatives, even your wife or spouse, are all interested in you as long as you are alive. Pause. तन ते प्राण होत जब न्यारे तेरत प्रेत पुकार आद करी को नह राखै करते देत निकार. As soon as the soul leaves the body due to death, all the relatives would discard the dead body, calling it a ghost, and no one is prepared to keep the body at home even for a moment and get rid of it at the earliest. मृग तृष्णा ज्यों जग रचना ये है, देखो हृदय विचार। कहो नानक भज राम नाम नित, जाते होत उधार। This world is also untrue and false, like the deer's quest for water in the desert, like a mirage. If you were to ponder over it, you will realize that just as sand appears shining like water to a deer in the desert, and he runs after it, but on reaching the point feels dejected and dies in the state of exasperation, similarly this whole worldly creation is also false and transient. O Nanak, this man should remember the God daily and recite true name always. O brother, let us meditate on true name so that we could attain salvation in this life. देव गंधारी महला नौवा, जगत में झूठी देखी प्रीत। अपने ही सुख स्यों सब लागे, क्या दारा क्या मीत रहा। In this world, I've seen the love to be false. I find all the worldly love as untrue and transient. All the relations, whether friends or wife, are interested in their selfish motives and cry, hope for their own comforts only. Pause. मेरो मेरो सभै कहते हैं, हित स्यों बांध्यो चीत। अंतकाल संगी नह को, ए अचरज है रीत। Everyone talks of selfishness and ironness, and one is engrossed in love due to one's own interest. Everyone loves someone else because of their own interest, and it is due to one's comforts only that one develops that love towards others. Another strange phenomena has been noticed, that in the end, at the time of death, no one comes near you, as there is no real friend or companion. मन मूरख अजहू नहीं समझत, सिख दाय हार्यो नीत। नानक पाओ जल पार परै, जो गावै प्रभ के गीत। This foolish mind never understands, though I am tired of giving the same instructions daily, but this mind never accepts my advice. O Nanak, if someone were to sing the praises of the God, one could cross this ocean of life successfully and make a success of this life. So we should also praise the God always and recite true name. Ik ओंकार सतनाम, करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर। अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं, गुर प्रसाद राग बिहागड़ा। चौपदे महला पंजमा, कर दूजा। दूतन संगरिया, पुयंगन बसरिया। अनिक परिया। Such people who have taken the side of vices like wanton desires without the Guru's guidance, they are living in the company of snakes, as these demons have destroyed so many others. To associate with your such enemies is to live with poisonous snakes. I have made the effort to shake them off. तो मैं हर हर करिया, तो सुख सहजरिया रहा। Once I realized that these vices are really dangerous and liable to cause damage, I started reciting the true name of Vaheguru, Har Har, which brought me peace and tranquility of mind, and I enjoyed all sorts of comforts. Pause. मिथन मुहरिया, अन कौ मेरिया। which kuman kiriya. False is the love of the many emotional attachments which suck the mortal into the whirlpool of reincarnation. Sagala batariya birakh ik tariya baho bande pariya. All the human beings are like travelers in this world who have gathered under a tree, but due to worldly attachments, they have got entangled in various forms of worldly bondage. Thir saad safariya, jai kirtan hariya, Nanak saranariya. Eternal is the company of the holy, where the kirtan of God's praises is sung. O Nanak, it is only this company which enables us to concentrate and stabilize our mind. So these holy congregations are the only place where the praises of God are being sung. I've come to the sanctuary of these. Ik Omkar Satgur Prasad Rag Bihagada Mahalla Noma Har ki kat neko jane जोगी जति तपी पचहारे और बहु लोग सियाने रहा. No one realizes the secrets of Vaheguru, including the details of all his greatness. Many celibates have struggled in vain, or many others engaged in penance, and many learned and intelligent people have tired themselves out in their search for truth. Pause. छिन में राव रंक को करई राव रंक कर डारे रीते परे परे सखनावे यह ताको बिवहारे. In an instant, he changes the beggar into a king and the king into a beggar. He fills what is empty and empties what is full. Such are his ways. Apni maya aap pasari aape dekhan hara Nana roop tare borangi sab the rahe niyara. That Vaheguru has organized this worldly falsehood, Maya himself, and he watches this worldly drama. In fact, the God parades in all sorts of forms in this world wide, remaining aloof at the same time. Aganat apar alakh niranjan jai sab jag parmayo Sagala param taj nanak prani charan tahe chit layo. Infinite, incomprehensible, immaculate, beyond calculation is that Vaheguru who has misled this entire world. Cast off all your doubts, O Nanak, I pray, O mortal, let us take refuge at the lotus feet of Vaheguru, leaving all doubts and misgivings so as to gain salvation. Rag Bihagada Chant Mahalla Chautha Kar Pehla Ik Omkar Satgur Prasad. हर हर नाम त्याइए मेरी जिंदड़िए गुरमुख नाम मोले राम हर रस बीधा हर मन प्यारा मन हर रस नाम चकोले राम. O my soul, let us meditate on God's invaluable true name in the company of the Guru. My heart is imbued with the love of the beloved God, and my mind is fully immersed in God's true name. And then this mind is enjoying the bliss of the true name, being fully enamored by it. गुरमत मन ठहराए मेरी जिंदड़िए अनथ न काहू डोले राम मन चिंदेड़ा फल पाया हर प्रभ गुण नानक बाणी बोले राम. O my soul, if we were to stabilize the mind with the help of Guru's teachings, then it will not wander astray. O Nanak, the Guru-minded people who sing the praises of Vaheguru by concentrating on Guru's word, Gurbani, they always attain their cherished goal and their desires are fulfilled. गुरमत मन अमृत वुठड़ा मेरी जिंदड़िए मुख अमृत बैण लाए राम अमृत बाणी भगत जना की मेरी जिंदड़िए मन सुनिए हर लिव लाए लाम. O my soul, such people who have inculcated the nectar of true name in their hearts through the Guru's guidance, they always speak a language full of the nectar of Guru's beautiful messages. O my soul, this mind should get united with God by listening to the nectar-like words of the holy saints. Chiri vichunna har prabhu paya गल मिलिया सहज सुभाए राम जन नानक मन अनद भया है मेरी जिंदड़िए अनहत शब्द वजाए राम. Such people, they attain the God from whom they were separated since ages, and they enjoy the eternal bliss in the unison embrace of Vaheguru. O Nanak, such Guru-minded people, they then enjoy the bliss of life by singing the praises of God's true name through the Guru's guidance, which is beyond description. सखी सहेली मेरी आओ मेरी जिंदड़िए कोई हर प्रभु आण मिलावे राम हाउ मन देवो तिस आपना मेरी जिंदड़िए हर प्रभ की हर कथा सुनावे राम गुरमुख सदा आराध हर मेरी जिंदड़िए मन चिंदड़िया फल पावे राम नानक भज हर शरणागति मेरी जिंदड़िए वडभागी नाम त्यावे राम. O my soul, is there any dear and saintly friend of mine who would enable me to unite with my God spouse? I would sacrifice my mind even to such a friend who would tell me something about my God spouse. The Guru-minded people who recite true name and remember Vaheguru through Guru's guidance, they always attain their cherished goals. O Nanak, let my soul also recite God's true name by seeking refuge at the lotus feet of God, though it is only few fortunate people predestined by God's will who recite God's true name. कर कृपा प्रभु आए मिल मेरी जिंदड़िए गुरमत नाम प्रगासे राम हो हर बाज उडीनिया मेरी जिंदड़िए जो जल बिन कमल उदासे राम गुरपुरा मिलाया मेरी जिंदड़िए हर सज्जन हर प्रभु पासे राम तन तन गुरु हर दस्या मेरी जिंदड़िए जन नानक नाम विकासे राम. O my soul, Vaheguru blesses us with a glimpse of his vision whenever Guru enlightens the mind with the light of knowledge through true name. I also feel completely lost and withered without God's love, just as the lotus flower gets withered in the absence of water. O my soul, when the Guru bestowed his grace on me, I was united with the God, and it appeared as if God abides within me and was always close to me. O Nanak, blessed is the Guru who has bestowed me with this understanding about the God and helped my heart to blossom forth like a flower by meditating on true name. Rag Bihagara Mahla Chautha अमृत हर हर नाम है मेरी जिंदड़िए अमृत गुरमत पाए राम हो मैं माया बिख है मेरी जिंदड़िए हर अमृत बिख लह जाए राम मन सुका हरिया होया मेरी जिंदड़िए हर हर नाम ਧਿਆਏ ਰਾਮ ਹਰ ਭਾਗ ਵੱਡੇ ਲਿਖ ਪਾਇਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿੰਦੜੀਏ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਸਮਾਏ ਰਾਮ O my soul, God's true name, which is like a nectar, could only be attained through the teachings of Guru. The egoism is a result of the poison of worldly falsehood, but this poison could be made harmless with God's true name. O my soul, when we recited the true name of God, this dried and withered heart blossomed forth with freshness, and we became full of virtues and goodness. O Nanak, the people who are blessed with fortune and are predestined, they attain God's love and remain immersed in God's true name all the time. Har sete man bedhya meri jindadiye jo balak lag dudh khire ram har man shant na paiye meri jindadiye जो चात्रिक जल बिन तेरे राम सतगुर सरणी जाए पौ मेरी जिंदड़िए गुण दसे हर प्रभ केरे राम जन नानक हर मिलाया मेरी जिंदड़िए घर वाजे शब्द कनेरे राम O my soul, the Guru-minded people remain imbued with God's love all the time, just as a child remains attached to mother for want of milk. My mind is also restless without God's attainment, just as Chatrik, the songbird, craves for a raindrop. O my soul, let us take refuge at the lotus feet of the Guru, who would unite us with Vaheguru by singing the praises of Vaheguru, by bringing out his virtues. Such Guru-minded people always hear the unstrung, all-pervasive music of nature, who have been united by the God with himself, and they enjoy the eternal bliss. मनमुख हौ में विछड़े मेरी जिंदड़िए बिख बाधे हौ में जाले राम जो पंखी कपोत आप बनाया मेरी जिंदड़िए त्यों मनमुख सब वस काले राम जो मोह माया चितलाएंदे मेरी जिंदड़िए से मनमुख मूड बिताले राम जन त्राहि त्राहि शरणागति मेरी जिंदड़िए गुरु नानक हर रखवाले राम O my soul, the self-willed people who have been separated from Vaheguru due to their egoism, they're always engrossed in bondage of egoism due to their interest in worldly pleasures. This is exactly like the pigeon who, seeing his other family members in bondage of the net, also gets himself involved in the same net, and the self-willed person also gets caught by the Yama, god of death, along with other family members. The self-willed people who are engrossed in worldly falsehood due to their greed are like the devils without having the love of God inculcated in their hearts. O Nanak, the people who sought protection and support of Vaheguru, such humble servants, they beseech and implore him. They enter his sanctuary and Vaheguru becomes their divine protector. हर जन हर लिव उपरे मेरी जिंदड़िए तुर भाग वड्डे हर पाया राम हर हर नाम पोत है मेरी जिंदड़िए गुर खेवट शब्द थराया राम हर हर पुरख दयाल है मेरी जिंदड़िए गुर सतगुर मीठ लगाया राम कर कृपा सुन बेनती हर हर जन नानक नाम ध्याया राम. O my soul, such people who are the humble servants of the true Master, they are saved by the love of Vaheguru, thus crossing this ocean successfully, and they attain Vaheguru because of their good fortune. The name of Vaheguru, Har Har, is the ship, O my soul, and the Guru is the helmsman. Through the wool of the Shabad, he ferries us across. The God Har Har is all-powerful and he is very kind. O my soul, through the Guru, the true Guru, he seems so sweet. Shower your mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O Vaheguru, Har Har, please let me, O Nanak, meditate on your name. बिहागड़ा महला चौथा जग सुकृत कीरत नाम है मेरी जिंदड़िए हर कीरत हर मन तारे राम हर हर नाम पवित्र है मेरी जिंदड़िए जप हर हर नाम udhare Ram. O my soul, the greatest virtue in this world is to sing the praises of God and recite His true name. So mortal should always inculcate God's praises and virtues in his heart. O my soul, the God's true name is the purest form of worship. As many saints have been able to cross this ocean of life successfully by reciting God's true name. Sab kil vikh paap dukh katya meri jindadiye mal gurmukh naam utare Ram vad punni har tyaya jan nanak हम मूरख मुगद निस्तारे Ram. The people who have recited God's true name, they have gotten rid of all their sins, big or small. They have gotten rid of their sufferings from all ages with the help of true name, as meditation of true name through the Guru's guidance washes away the mind's dirt like egoism. O Nanak, the fortunate people who have recited true name have crossed this ocean of life successfully. Even some fools like me have also been successful in crossing this ocean of life with the help of true name. जो हर नाम ध्याइंदे मेरी जिंदड़िए तिना पंछे वसगत आए राम अंतर नवनिध नाम है मेरी जिंदड़िए गुर सतगुर अलख लखाए राम गुर आसा मनसा पूरियां मेरी जिंदड़िए हर मिलया भुख सब जाए राम तुर मस्तक हर प्रभ लिखिया मेरी जिंदड़िए जन नानक हर गुण गाए राम. O my soul, the people who have recited true name, they have overpowered all the 5 vices which were trying to be too clever and stronger. O my soul, this true name, the fountainhead of all the 9 treasures, is present within our body. However, it is the true Guru alone who could unite us with Vaheguru by enabling us to have a glimpse of God's vision. O my soul, the Guru has fulfilled all my worldly desires and my mind's attractions, and with the unison of God, all my thirst for worldly pleasures has been quenched. O Nanak, such people who are fortunate enough and are predestined by God's will, they are enabled to sing the praises of Vaheguru. हम पापी बलवंचिया मेरी जिंदड़िए परद्रोही ठग माया राम वड पागी गुर पाया मेरी जिंदड़िए गुरपुरै गत मित पाया राम गुर अमृत हर मुख चोया मेरी जिंदड़िए फिर मरदा बहुड़ जिवाया राम जन नानक सतगुर जो मिले मेरी जिंदड़िए तिनके सब दुख गवाया राम. O my soul, we are sinners who carry out all sorts of deceitful functions forcibly with others due to our strength or through deceit, as the worldly falsehood Maya has controlled us as per God's will. However, the fortunate people have got united with the Guru, thus attaining the God through the Guru's guidance and realized the means of salvation. The perfect Guru has poured the nectar of God's true name in my mouth, which has resurrected me into life as I was almost half dead otherwise. O Nanak, the Guru-minded people who find the company of the true Guru, they rid themselves of all their sufferings through Guru guidance, thus merging with Vaheguru. अति उत्तम हर नाम है मेरी जिंदड़िए जित जपिए पाप गवाते राम पतित पवित्र गुर हर किए मेरी जिंदड़िए चौकुंडी चौजुग जाते राम हो मैं मैल सब उत्तरी मेरी जिंदड़िए हर अमृत हर सर नाते राम अपराधी पापी उतरे मेरी जिंदड़िए जन नानक खिन हर राते राम. The name of Vaheguru is sublime, O my soul. Chanting it, one's sins are washed away. It is truly great. By reciting this name, one could dispel all sins. In fact, the God Guru has purified all the sinners, as a result of which they are given a place of honor all over the ages and at all places. Such people take a dip in the holy tank of nectar of true name, which washes away the filth of their egoism. O Nanak, even the greatest of sinners have been enabled by God's love to swim across this ocean of life in no time, and being immersed in true name of Vaheguru, they attain salvation in this world. Bihagada Mahalla Chautha Home Balihari Tinko Meri Jindadiye जिन हर हर नाम आधारो राम। गुर सतगुर नाम दिड़ाया मेरी जिंदड़िए। बिख पौजल तारण हारो राम। जिन एक मन हर त्याया मेरी जिंदड़िए। तिन संत जना जयकारो राम। नानक हर जप सुख पाया मेरी जिंदड़िए। सब दुख निवारण हारो राम। O my soul, I would offer myself as a sacrifice to such Guru-minded people who have taken support of Vaheguru's true name. O my soul, the true Guru, worthy of our worship, has inculcated in us such a true name of Vaheguru, which could offer the means of crossing this ocean of life. O my soul, the holy saints who have meditated on Vaheguru by concentrating their mind on him, they have always been honored in the world. O Nanak, we have enjoyed the perfect bliss by reciting God's true name, as this name could dispel all sorts of sufferings. सारसना तन तन है मेरी जिंदड़िए। गुण गावे हर प्रभ खेरे राम। ते श्रवण पले शोभनीक हैं मेरी जिंदड़िए। हर कीर्तन सुने हर तेरे राम। सो शीस पला पवित्र पावन है मेरी जिंदड़िए। जो जाए लगे गुर पैरे राम। गुर विठो नानक वारिया मेरी जिंदड़िए। जिन हर हर नाम चितेरे राम। Blessed, blessed is that tongue, O my soul, which sings the glorious praises of that one and only God. Sublime and splendid are those ears, O my soul, which listen to the kirtan of God's praises. Sublime, pure and pious is that head, O my soul, which falls at Guru's feet. O Nanak, I am sacrificed to that Guru. O my soul, the Guru has placed the name of Vaheguru, Har Har, in my mind. Te netra pale parvaan hai meri jindadiye. Jo sadhu satgur dekhe Ram। ते हस्त पुनीत पवित्र हैं मेरी जिंदड़िए। जो हर जस हर हर लेखे राम। O my soul, blessed are the eyes which perceive a glimpse of the Guru, the saintly figure, and are beautiful and honorable in God's presence. O my soul, blessed and pure are the hands that write the praises of the God benefactor. तिस जन के पागनित पूजिए मेरी जिंदड़िए। जो मार्ग तरम चले से राम। नानक तिन विठो वारिया मेरी जिंदड़िए। हर सुन हर नाम मने से राम। I worship continually the feet of that humble being, O my soul, who walks on the path of dharma, the path of righteousness. O Nanak, I am sacrificed to such people who listen to Vahiguru's true name and then follow it in their practice. तरत पाताल आकाश है मेरी जिंदड़िए सब हर हर नाम त्यावै राम पौण पानी बैसंतरो मेरी जिंदड़िए नित हर हर जस गावे राम. The earth, the nether regions of the underworld, and the akashic ethers, O my soul, all of them, they meditate on the name of Vahiguru, Har Har, wind, water, and fire. O my soul, continually sing the praises of God, that Har Har. Vana Trina Sabha आकार है मेरी जिंदड़िए मुख हर हर नाम त्यावे राम. नानक ते हर दर पिनाया मेरी जिंदड़िए जो गुरमुख भगत मन लावे राम. O my soul, all the jungles, grass, greenery, vegetation, trees, or whatever we see around us in the world, all are busy in reciting God's true name. O Nanak, the Guru-minded people, those who are Gurmukh, they focus their consciousness on God's devotional worship. O my soul, they are robed in honor in the court of Vahiguru, in Vahiguru's presence.